I used to think betrayal sounded like breaking glass. But when it finally happened to me, it was silent, like a heartbeat that just stopped. She looked me in the eyes and said, "It wasn't love, it was just physical." And in that moment, I didn't rage, I didn't cry, I just smiled and said, "You didn't hurt me. You released me." My name's Marco Lira, and this is the story of how the woman I love destroyed everything we built and accidentally handed me my freedom. 2 years ago. If you'd asked me what happiness looked like, I'd have said her. Elena Voss, sharp, magnetic, unstoppable. We met at a product launch party in Monterey. She spilled beer on my shirt. I made her laugh, and somehow by sunrise I thought I'd found my forever. We moved fast. A small ceremony, a shared apartment, matching ambitions. She managed logistics for a major import firm. I sold industrial equipment. Together we made good money, built routines, and convinced ourselves that comfort meant love, that we weren't passionate, we were efficient. That was our thing. 2 Planners building a future on spreadsheets and schedules. I didn't realize we were planning a marriage that existed only on paper. It started small. Late nights at the office. Client dinners. The scent of wine I hadn't bought. I told myself she was just dedicated. Elena was ambitious, I admired that. But admiration turned into excuses. Then excuses turned into silence. We stopped talking about dreams and started talking about invoices. Even our intimacy became another task between meetings. 1 Thursday, I found a black lace bra in her car, delicate, expensive, and definitely not her size. It felt like holding proof of a crime I didn't want to admit existed. I didn't confront her. Not yet. I work in sales. I don't make decisions without data, so I watched. I listened. I waited. 3 weeks later, the truth walked right in front of me. I saw her through a restaurant window, laughing, leaning forward, hand on her boss's wrist. The man's name was Damian Ortega. Married, 2 kids, corporate charisma oozing from every pore. They left together. I followed. Hotel lobby. Shared elevator. I didn't need to see the rest. That night when she came home, she kissed my forehead and told me she was exhausted from meetings. I just nodded. Because I'd already made my decision, and it didn't involve screaming. For the next 3 weeks, I quietly erased myself from our life. Clothes. Documents. Photos. All gone in small doses she'd never notice while she was out with clients. I was moving out of the marriage she'd already abandoned. I found refuge in an old trailer behind a friend's ranch. A place where the nights were silent enough for me to finally hear my own thoughts. When she left for a conference in Guadalajara, I packed the last box, left a note on her nightstand, and wrote 6 words that ended everything. I hope it was worth it. Then I drove away. No drama, no closure, just peace, the kind that comes when you stop begging to be chosen. She tried to find me, of course. Dozens of calls. Angry messages that turned into pleading ones. Her voice cracked in one voicemail. Yes, I slept with him, but it wasn't love. It was a mistake. I didn't respond, because I finally understood. Her mistake wasn't the affair. It was thinking I'd always stay. Weeks later, she lost her job. The affair got exposed. When she finally tracked me down at a coffee shop, she looked nothing like the woman I'd married, broken, hollow, terrified. She begged me to come back. Said she still loved me. I looked at her and said, "You didn't destroy me, Elena. You freed me from the illusion that love means endurance. It means truth. And you lost yours." That was a year ago. Now I wake up every morning to mountain air and silence instead of suspicion. I rebuilt everything from the ground up. My work, my peace, my sense of worth. And maybe that's the real twist. The revenge wasn't about hurting her back. It was about refusing to let her betrayal define me. Sometimes the most powerful act of revenge is healing where they hoped you'd break. So if you're watching this and you've been lied to, cheated on, left behind, don't chase closure. Create it. Walk away. Build better. Because peace isn't found in revenge, it's found in freedom.